everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy. Let's do my May reading wrap up. I read about 6 books. I was in a little bit of a reading slump for the first week of May, and I read a fan fiction online and it completely blew my mind and it got me out of that reading slump. And that fan fiction is Manacle by Xingling Yu. This is a fan fiction set in the Harry Potter universe, where think of it, Harry Potter meets the Handmaid's Tale. This is when the Draco Malfoy, or the High Reed, meets Hermione Granger, the last member of the Order of Phoenix. So I absolutely love this fanfic because it just broke my heart, wrecked it, and I was all for it to wreck my heart because it was a well-written fanfiction that I have ever read. And the author did a very well job of connecting the Harry Potter universe to the Handmaid's Tale. After reading this, I am a fan of Draco Malfoy and Hermione Granger pairing. I gave Manacle a 5 out of 5 stars. I love it. Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole, book 1 in the Kindred Curse series. This series is about Yim, who finds out that she has some sort of hidden magical power that has been kept hidden by her mother, Medicine. The problem with this book being it was a really slow burn internal romance. I really like though how this author built her world in the beginning of this book. The downside of it is that we have a very irrational female character. I gave Spark of the Everflame 2 out of 5 stars. Tuberculosis by John Green. I decided to pick this book up because I wanted to read a non-fiction book for a change, and this is by John Green, so I realized let's read a John Green book again. So this book is John Green talking about how he has an obsession with this disease called tuberculosis or TB, and how he makes it his life mission to find ways to treat it. And then afterwards he went on several tangents because it went from a story of how he got into it and about his personal story. Then he threw background information about how TB is related to other disease, and it was a little confusing going back. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. An Evil Mind by Chris Carter, book number 6 in the Robert Hunt series. This is a psychological thriller. I felt as though I was watching an episode of Criminal Minds reading this book. I was so drawn into how there was so many plot and twists here. This book may be a little dark and had a little gore, so be prepared. I gave An Evil Mind 5 out of 5 stars. It was a great read. Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, book 2 in the Throne of Glass series. This book was a really good read. I like how this universe is developing. I learned so much about Selena and each of the characters. I like how there was romance in this book, and there was a little spice but not too much. I gave Crown of Midnight 4 out of 5 stars. It was a good read. The Kaiji Preservation Society by John Sossi. I had this book in my bookshelf for the longest time, and I wanted to read something different from the last high fantasy book or the psychological thriller that I've been reading in May. So I picked this up because I like the whole idea of kaiji. Kaiji is the Japanese word for monsters. Think of it those monsters like Godzilla and his buddies. And it's very interesting how this book really puts you on a little adventure, and it was a fun read. My problem with this book was there wasn't really any character development at all. It was just straight black and white. It wasn't much like a slow progression. It was just black and white, and I felt like the author written this during the pandemic. So, and it was supposed to be a book that people can read and enjoy as they have to stay at home during the pandemic. I can see that. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. Those are the books I read in May. Have you read any of them? Let me know below. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for upcoming videos, and I will see you soon, guys. Bye!